Let's take you back to matters politics now, and Tania Campbell has been reinstated as mayor of the city of Ekurhuleni. Campbell scooped 124 of the 224 ballots to beat ANC's Jongizise Dlabiti. 7 smaller parties, known as the Super 7, voted with the ANC to remove Campbell last month. Ekurhuleni Council, who's the spokesperson for the Super 7, joins us for reaction this morning. A very good morning to you, Mr. Ntombela. No doubt some form of disappointment between you all as the Super 7 for how things turned out yesterday after that sitting.
Very good morning to you, Rofia, and good morning to your viewers. I think we're not disappointed because it's just the practice of democracy prevailing. But our disappointment will be on the basis that the municipality is going back to instability that we were actually supporting the motion against the mayor upon. So that is our main disappointment. But with democratic practices, we have to accept that the preferences of our parties with greater numbers actually preferred the mayor returning back to leading the government of the city, and ours now is to go back to the opposing benches where we're sitting to make sure that we make this government account and to make sure that the voice of people of Ekurhuleni is heard in this municipality.
Yeah, according to your understanding, Mr. Ntombela, what broke down? Because we did understand at the time of her ousting that there were negotiations between the EFF and the ANC to find a replacement mayor, and obviously that broke down given what we saw happen yesterday. According to your understanding as the Super 7, do you have an understanding as to what kind of breakdown happened that led to the decision that was made ultimately?
Rofua, because we're not part of their negotiations, we wouldn't really understand what broke down between them. But you'd know that parties are independent. They have their stance in approaching any matters, and also they need to see certain outcomes on whatever agreements that they want to involve themselves in. But we still hope that grounds of negotiation shouldn't be closed. They still need to find each other because, as I said earlier on, our worry as these small parties is that we are advocated for a stable government, of which on the side of the ANC bloc you will need EFF or the Action SA to solicit that kind of government. So the government that is in Ekurhuleni at the moment is not different to the previous one, where the mayor before the mayor was removed. So in whatever disagreements that they have, we just hope and call for them to continue negotiating and finding themselves, finding each other to make sure that we actually put the interest of and aspirations of the people of Ekurhuleni forward.
It would appear that we have lost Ekurhuleni Ntombela there, but one of the things I wanted to engage him on is that, is it not a form of embarrassment that we've seen so much dilly-dallying between the different parties when it comes to leadership, and of course that being at the expense of the provision of services in Ekurhuleni, and of course many residents of that particular city have complained about the lack of service delivery. He does appear to be back. If we could just try one more time. One of the other things I wanted to engage you on before you broke up there is that many onlookers to the situation that has happened in the city of Joburg and Ekurhuleni would look at it and think it's perhaps it's an embarrassment and it's a bit of a joke, given the fact that we're seeing a lot of diddle-dallying when it comes to leadership and agreements between the coalitions, and in the meanwhile it is the residents of these communities that suffer. Are you confident that some form of stability will be maintained at least until the 2024 elections?
That's what we're hoping for, Rafiwa. That's what we're hoping for. As I said, our stance as these small parties is that we should witness a government that is stable, a government that is able to deliver the services to our people. And we hope that people who are given a chance to lead should make sure that they constitute a government that is stable and, harness the talent that will be able to, carry out the responsibilities that are entrusted on their shoulders. But at the end of the day, our responsibilities will be to make sure that they account. So that is the support as well on the other side, if you can look at it, that will give to them. So it will depend on the attitude of people who are given the opportunity at the day to say if they welcome criticism and suggestions, then they will be able to do better. And in that sense, we may see the stability. But in actual sense, I would say if the stability is not there, I'll once again call upon the parties that are led by African people. Let us be able to sit. Let us welcome the outcome of 2021 results, which says sit together, form stable government, and deliver services. So it shouldn't be any point where we say people are unable to find each other. Say it means that some people are still preferring more than the aspirations and the needs of our people.
Mm-hmm. What should her priorities be? We do understand that she's only been out of her mayoral chair for 2 weeks and has come back in to resume her duties. But from your view as a Super 7, what should her priorities be as an immediate source of attention? We do know the issue of refuse collection, for example, has been a pain to many in different communities within the city of Ekurhuleni.
It will start there. Refuse collection, potholes, the fixing of traffic lights, fixing of lights in the location, making sure that the drainage system is cleaned and maintained because now it's rainy season. Cutting off grasses in the alongside the street at the back of the locations and also in the parks, because now we are approaching holidays where the nice facilities, park facilities that we have so much long grasses, and that doesn't require so much even in terms of budget to do. So those are small issues that he should quickly. She should sit around with her executive to formulate the ways of making sure that people in our township are alleviated from poverty that we see they are battling on, because you can't have force the collection on people that are not working. So you must have means of making sure that they contribute to the mainstream economy so that the revenue is going to be collected. Again, also the municipality has to venture into certain ways of making sure that they are able to accumulate revenue besides just depending on collection, because the financial status of this economy, of this municipality, it's very dire. So you need a government that will actually come out with new ways of making sure that the municipality is able to make its own money, besides just collections.